Hello everyone, my name is Kanchan Jyoti and I'm a student in Federation University. My student ID is 30113639. I'm going to discuss different topics of contemporary challenges for IT managers. It's known as iTech 6207. So today's topic is information overload and technology overuse. Nowadays, additional information technology practice in the workplace can occasionally ground information access and ultimately lead to productivity losses. So we intellectualize this frequency observed but largely overlooked phenomenon as technology excess. When additional technology tools instigate to crowd out one's efficiency instead of improving it. So we originate support for three main influences: underwriting technology based efficiency losses through information overload, and the second one is communication overload, and the third is system features overload. So interestingly, these factors are a function of the individuals who use the technology, not the technology itself. So information overload analysis or information exhaustion conditions are all terms currently used to designate the condition when a person is feeling overcome by the amount of information they have to contend with at work. So as you all know, there are some causes for everything to happen. So for the information overuse, the general causes are a prompt increase in the production rate of new information, an increased number of ways to communicate, and an intensification in the available channels of incoming information. Example, telephone, email, instant messaging, etc. So bulky amount of historical information can be a cause, and inconsistencies and inaccuracies in available information. A near to the ground signal to noise ratio, informally the ratio of useful information to false or irrelevant data. A non-existence of a method for comparing and processing different kind of information. And the other one, ease of repetition and broadcast, lack of construction of information. High measurable use is a central link between computer and the mental symptoms. It is easy to spend more time than premeditated at the computer, example working, gaming or chatting, etc. And this tended to lead to time pressure, neglect of other activities and personal needs. Exposure to bad and mental overload habits, different like bad habits that can overload your mind. So these can affect a different and organizations itself. So there is overuse effects on individuals and organization I'm going to discuss about. So for the individual, we will talk first. So individuals, as a stress related disorders can happen. Individuals can go to an anxiety mode, and they feel sometimes a bit nervous, so more time consuming because they has wasted their lot of time in just useless activities. So sometimes they can feel short time for the studies itself. So its mistakes are prompt because they are continuing using the technology, but they are not focusing on other activities. So mistakes are prompt. So selective and ignore information. So sometimes they can select a wrong information, and sometimes they can ignore a right information. So this can happen with the individuals. So for the organizations, lack of strategic focus because they got a diverse team, so their goals and objectives can't be achieved. So poor decision making in every decision can happen, and it will affect the profitability or return on investment or even the assets of the organization. So rumors and conflicts can happen between each team members, and it will decrease the performance of the employees itself in organization, and overall the organizational performance will decrease. Ineffective management, it all happens suddenly, and due to ineffective management in organization. Thank you everyone. This was my topic. Thank you for listening.